Okay, hi folks. Terry Brown here, and want to thank you first of all for stopping by to check out this video. And I'm going to try to take you to the live streaming event of the Better Planet launch party. Okay, that's what I'm calling it. I don't know what they're calling it, but I'm calling it that. And as you can see, we're going to be live here at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tonight, September the 25th. Okay, so whether you see this later on this evening or whether you see it tomorrow, you're going to be looking at, if everything works out, okay, you're going to be looking at the live launch of Better Planet. Okay, Better Planet is an environmentally friendly paper co-op, paper products co-op, where you can receive free paper towels and toilet tissue and all of those kinds of things. Eventually going to have a lot of paper products, and so the potential to make a lot of money, to save money, all of that is going to be with Better Planet paper products. Okay, so we're going to launch in just a few minutes, and I'll be back in just a second, so don't go anywhere. Coming right back with the live stream. Okay, all right, I'll see you in just a few. Okay, I do want to say this real quick. All right, Kevin Harrington is going to be with us. You know Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. Okay, along with the Better Planet staff. And folks, we're going to introduce the world to Better Planet. Now, by my clock, 7:44 now. So, in just a minute, we're going to go live. Stay tuned with me, okay, for the next few minutes. Okay, we are waiting for the event to go live, and so I am here at this live stream. And so we are waiting for the event to go live. Stay tuned, y'all.
7, 6.
Here we are, folks.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody and welcome. I'm Forbes Riley and you are here live tonight in St. Petersburg, Florida in my television studio. And we have got a treat for you. This is the launch of Better Planet Paper, literally paper with a purpose. We're going to just blow your mind tonight about how you can change your life, your income, and your entire world. Yeah, I did say the entire world. How about we make this a better place to live between you and I and a very special gentleman I want to introduce you to. He's the creator, founder, and visionary of Better Planet Paper. Give a rounding round of applause, everybody. Mr. Scott Cubas! Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You did it! Oh my gosh! Now, how long have you been working on this? Because you came to me, I don't know, it seems like a billion years ago.
Yep, a billion, something like that. We're gonna plant a billion trees, at least that.
I love that.
You know, actually, I've spent probably the better part of the last 10 years in thought about it. I wrote a screenplay. It was kind of interesting about this topic. And then when I looked at the viability of the screenplay that I thought was funny, I thought, wow, you know, people would actually really want this kind of concept. And so I've always felt like we could do more as a society for our planet. I'm an environmental guy. I really like the mountains. I like to hike. I like to fish. I take my kids all throughout nature.
And I should say, you do have 2 kids, and this is live. I'm going to interrupt you live.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
I have a 14-year-old son, Aaron, and I have a 10-year-old daughter, Ella.
Okay, and I've got 2 14-year-olds, and I will tell you what, how nice would it be to leave this place a little better than we found it? And that's what it means to be green. It doesn't mean to be goofy, go, oh, I'm all about trees. Let me tell you something. What is the importance of trees?
Well, there's a tremendous value in trees. In fact, Stephen Chernisky and Dr. Natalie, they're going to talk a lot about that in a few minutes. But one of the most valuable things about trees is its contribution to our planet in terms of air quality, in terms of erosion control. It just gives us shade, makes us feel better. In a world where we're destroying a lot of things, we have an opportunity to sort of add to the value of the planet. And I thought, as a company, there should be more companies out there that are not just consumers of product, but actually prosumers. You're producing more than you're consuming. And so with this particular concept, I thought, you know, it's not that complicated to plant trees. And so if we're going to destroy, billions and billions of trees, we might as well replace them using the same products that we're destroying them with. And so that's where the concept came from.
We do have to start with, there's a little elephant in the room. Well, I don't think it's an elephant, but it's white. When you talk about destroying the planet, how do we destroy the planet with, and you guys all use this, right? Most of you do, right?
Everybody wipes. Almost everybody wipes. Well,
Almost everybody.
They wipe something. They wipe pets. They wipe counters, themselves, their kids,
But
something.
I don't think I ever thought about this. It's funny when you've got kids. I'm back in school. I'm back in geometry and algebra and science class.
Yeah.
And they are talking about things like, osmosis and photo, I don't know, all the things my kids talk about.
Photosynthesis.
Thank you. My 14 will love you. But I don't think you realize, even though you use this every day, where does this come from? Not just the grocery store. Where does it really come from?
Oh, yeah, actually, most of the time it comes from trees that are ground up at the end, and then they put a bunch of other particles together.
But we don't think about that.
No, we don't. Well, actually, we go through 1 billion rolls of toilet paper every single month in this country, which is really interesting.
Okay, did you guys hear that?
1 billion.
1 billion. How many trees is that?
At each tree, one way or another, we go through about 27,000 trees a day just with toilet paper alone, wiping things.
Okay, so when Scott came to me, he said, do you know how many trees that you personally are going to destroy in a lifetime? How many is it?
Yeah, you destroy over 300 trees yourself in your lifetime with paper products. And so I like to ask people, how many times have you replaced those trees? Have you replaced 300 trees? Do you have an intention to do so? And the answer is, of course not.
This is what makes you a visionary, man. This is what makes you so exciting. All right, so let's start with your background. Okay. Where did you come from?
I grew up in Southern California, and a beach kid, liked playing on the beach, loved in the mountains. I was Yosemite Club, sort of executive in our high school, if you will, and we went camping a lot. I was a Boy Scout, just loved to sell seeds. So I grew up doing that, and I got into direct sales when I was 18 years old. And somebody showed me a way that you could actually work for yourself instead of other people. Instead of working 40 years for the man or something you were unhappy with, you could work, 2, 3, 4, 5 years for yourself and create freedom. And so I've been in direct sales the last 30 plus years, and I've just had a joy building all over the planet. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of planet, now you said I'm going to now create my own world.
Yeah.
Better Planet Paper.
Yeah.
Tell me about the company.
Well, the concept is you can change brands and change the world. And so if you realize you vote with your own dollars, and that each and every day, every time you buy a product, you have a choice to destroy something. It's like, in this concept, it's reforestation versus deforestation, right? So if you purchase other companies' products, you're destroying the planet in some way. The trees are getting destroyed. When you purchase products with our company, as you'll see as I go through a presentation in a couple minutes, we actually plant trees. So every time you place an order, we plant a tree, which could create 1,000 more rolls in the future if we used it for that purpose. But the fact is, we can show any consumer in America how to replace all 300 trees they destroy in the next 1 to 2 years if they change brands to what we're doing and they've referred to a few other people. So they can be the solution. They can be the change the world's looking for.
So I hope that your mind is just blown right now. Say, wait a second, this is so exciting. I can make a difference in the world. I can change my income, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. But I'm going to tell you how you get started right now. I feel like we're in a telethon. Is that you can actually sign up and get involved in what we're doing right now. Tell us how we can do that.
Yeah, actually, the person that sent you the link to watch the live show tonight, they actually have their own personal link to Better Planet Paper. And so our members, we have a co-op membership, which we'll talk about in a minute, but the co-op member sends you a link. That's their personal link. And we have this really simple program. It's like enroll 3 and yours is free. And so their idea was really simple. They thought enough about you that they want you to never pay for paper products again. Like never, ever pay for paper products again.
So you did have that word free, F-R-E-E.
Yeah.
What a concept. I mean, I can get something for free, really?
Yeah, for free, really. So there's a link. They send it to you, and after the show or during the show, right now.
There's no waiting.
All right now. You can just click on the link. You can sign. It takes about 60 seconds to actually sign up. It's free to sign up. You can be a co-op member and begin to purchase from us. And then there's other benefits, and we can talk about it in a couple minutes.
All right, so he's kind of chomping at the bit here. You want to tell us about the product, about the company, about getting started?
I do. I'm sure I couldn't be more excited about it. I know. Well, it's hard. When you work so hard for something, you just you want to let it out, right?
This is so exciting. Yeah, so I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay, we're having some fun. Well, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you a very, very quick presentation that's available on our website. So you don't ever have to learn this. Just you can push play or just point to somebody. So the first thing is, push. That's exactly. So the first thing is we're Better Planet Paper, and what we're going to talk about is a member-owned environmental co-op. And our concept is paper with a purpose. You're not just buying just some sort of consumable product. You're going to be introduced to a consumable necessity. We're changing literally the paper industry as you know it. Like, we're about to completely obliterate the model. Nobody's ever seen what we're about to do. And in 2018, we'll be becoming one of the most talked about consumer brands in all of North America. And here's why. We're going to show people how to get free paper products. At the same time, we have a sustainable, forest-friendly solution, which is extraordinary. We're going to plant a tree with every order, and we're going to give you a member dividend. In fact, our customers, check this out, our customers can earn an annual dividend by being our customers.
I love it.
Getting paid to play. Literally, we're going to show you how to wipe away your debt. We're going to have some fun with it too. We're changing the paradigm in paper. And so the industry, the paper industry, totally needs refreshing. And it's confusing. It's actually very confusing. And the reason it's confusing is there's way too many options. And honestly, they could do a better job. And so we're going to be the company that does a better job, Better Planet Paper. And so what we're interested in doing is just to have people give our product a try. What if it was possible for you to absolutely get the most consumable product in America for free, get compensated for just sharing the story, and absolutely never having to pay for it again? Like, it's the last paper you ever have to buy. And all you have to do is join our member-owned co-op, and details are at the website betterplanetpaper.com/the link that we ask people to send out. And what's interesting, the reason we decided to become a co-op is because it's a very, very successful business model. If you took a look at the top 100 actual co-ops in this country, they generate about $1 trillion a year in business. Like, that's a lot of business.
Yeah.
And the reason they do it is because people come together and they share their experiences, they share their time to reduce their costs, to reduce the challenges, and to benefit in group buying. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're doing it with a paper model, and we're going to compensate people for their time, which is different. And here's why this should be important to you. If you paid attention to the internet, and actually, you know, I got started on the internet back in year 1999, which is a really long time ago, and had an early internet company, and really started a company called Retired.com years ago.
Oh, wow.
And way back then, I just got introduced to eBay, and just got introduced to Amazon and PayPal, and had a chance to meet the founders of those companies, you know, way back at the beginning when they were really small. And if you were to take a look at the most successful internet brands in the world right now, they're companies like eBay. And why is eBay successful? Because it allows millions of people to sell whatever they wanted online. And then you take a look at Amazon. Well, they started off with books. It was an idea. Now they let millions of people sell anything they want online. So they're one of the most valuable companies in the world. I think, you know, $700 billion and growing. And then just most recently, Uber, all it does is allow people to participate to anybody can get a job this afternoon. Airbnb, anybody can open up their home this afternoon. And Kickstarter helped, you know, millions of people raise funds for projects. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the opportunity to share in the growth of the paper industry. Since it's the most consumable product in North America, 300 million people consuming this product every single month, 140 million households. What if you could participate in the profits of the fastest growing, most important consumer brand in North America in paper? And that's Better Planet Paper. And that's why we're excited about this, because we're introducing America's first mobile environmental co-op, where you can literally take your phone and turn it into like an ATM machine, just sharing the story. Like, how many people's phone numbers do you have in your phone? What do you think?
900,000.
900,000. Okay. So
I'm popular. What can I tell you?
yeah. Well, let's just say she knows 9. At the end of the day, wouldn't it be great if you could just share it with 9 or 90 or 9,000? But if you could just share our story in 30 seconds or less, push it off to somebody. They actually watched a 60-second, you know, video, and they decided, yeah, I actually use this product. I'd like to get it for free and try it, and they sign up. So we can show people how to enroll free and get theirs free, and if they keep doing that, they can begin to get rewards, dividends, and cash. And they can do it right from their own phone.
This is the most fun I've ever had. I had a whole bunch of people sign up today just by sharing it on my Facebook.
Exactly.
And I will just share for a second that Scott's talking about disruptive technology.
Yes.
We're in a time when everything is changing, and I'm going to warn you right now, don't wait. Get enrolled right now. Literally, if you're watching this, go to betterplanetpaper.com, use the link that somebody sent you to, and get enrolled. It's free to sign up, and you got to get in now. Because people who are thinking about, you said a one-word.com, like retire.com or business.com, those sold for millions of dollars when and we all watched it happen and didn't take action, right?
That's right.
Uber's happening, Airbnb is happening. All of these things are changing the way we think. What I love about you, though, not only are you changing technology, using the mobile phone, but you are so environmentally aware. You are making a positive difference, and this is why you want to be involved.
Yeah, and think about the positive, the environmental messages that are everywhere today. Like, if you really were serious and you paid attention today, just today, this morning, from when you woke up to right now, you would have probably gone by 30, 40, 50 environmental messages sent out by all sorts of companies, whether it's the packaging, whether it's the messaging, how the food has they're wiping off carbon credits, they're trying to give money back. There's all these foundations. So our concept is simple: change your brand and change your world.
Right.
You can actually just change a paper brand to us, and we're going to show you not only how to improve the world in general, but your own personal world financially, because we're going to compensate you, and we're helping the national parks. So with every order, we're going to plant trees in the national parks. And it's going to be so simple because everybody wipes. I mean, every single person wipes, so you can find 3 people. And we're not talking about toilet paper or just paper towels or something like that. We're starting with toilet paper and paper towels. But very, very shortly, we'll have tissue paper and wipes and paper cups, paper plates, and napkins. We actually have invitations, wrapping paper. The paper industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You consume hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year in paper products, and we're just going to show people how to redirect those dollars and get compensated and get dividends because they're environmental, and they're environmentally aware. And the thing is, it's a club and it's a membership people can join.
Oh, and it's fun.
It's really, really fun. It is really fun. And so what's the point? Why would you still go to the store and get paper products if they could be delivered to you? And why would you pay for them when you could get them for free? And so that's the option, is people, again, can choose the click economy versus actually having to go to the store.
So one of the questions that I got today was, wait a second, for real, you can get your paper products delivered to your door?
Yes.
I mean, think about it. When you go to the grocery store, say you just ran out of paper towels, and you go to get that. Number one, you spend so much more money. And they're really bulky, big items, right?
Yeah.
You're telling me for free, you're going to deliver it to my door.
Yes.
And when I get it delivered, you're going to actually plant a tree?
That's right. So what happens is you pay for the first order. And when you pay for the first order, you're like, hey, I'm buying into it. Plant a tree, grow a forest. It's really simple. So we want you to plant a tree and grow a forest, begin the process, planting it forward. And you're saying, I'm taking a stand right now because I want to do it different. People are like, well, why would people buy your product? And it says, well, because they can make a difference and it's significant, it's better for you. So our products, for instance, like this product, it's made out of sugar cane, which is in bamboo. So instead of cutting down a big tree, things like sugar cane and bamboo, it's a sustainable product. It continues to grow. And so we're interested in introducing all sorts of types of paper products, whether it's the sugar cane or bamboo. There's also things like there's hemp fibers out there. There's products made out of grapes and pomegranate husks. And the world's loaded with fantastic technologies. And honestly, we don't have them here in America, Forbes, because the big paper companies, the big brands that everyone knows,
Yes.
they control the shelves, and they don't want them on those shelves because their brand's already biggest. And so they spend hundreds of millions of dollars for you to buy it, a product that destroys something. And what we're asking you to do is don't do that anymore. Change your brand and buy this. And we're going to search the world for the best paper technologies that support the planet. And we're going to create this boutique paper club that actually cares. And so you can plant a tree and plant it forward.
So people talk about money. They'll wonder, well, wait, is it more expensive, less expensive? How does this work? Scott does something very interesting. When you go to the store, and think about this, imagine you're going, okay, what brand do I want to buy? One, maybe it's a commercial you saw, or two, you're looking at penny for penny, but you had a very interesting concept about we're not really buying what we think we're buying.
Yeah, we're one of the most interesting things about what's happening is the deception in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And pay attention. If you're buying paper products at all, I am telling you, you're getting deceived. You have no idea what you're paying. In fact, often people ask me, how much does it cost? And I say, well, that's an interesting question. How much are you paying for paper products now? How much are you paying for a toilet paper roll now? And people are like, I don't know. Well, then what does it matter what it costs? You don't even know what it costs, right? It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever, right? So it's like, so if you don't even know, it doesn't matter, but you're paying too much. And so, toilet paper, as an example, could range anywhere from 80 cents to, $1.50. And so, but you don't know what you're getting. So are you getting 2-ply, 1-ply, 3-ply? Does it have a lotion in it? What's the absorbency factor? What does it smell like? How many numbers of sheets do you get? Do you have 120 sheets, 300 sheets, 500 sheets? Exactly. Are your sheets 4.5 inches long or 3.5 inches long? Are they 3 inches wide? How many square inches per roll? These are all legitimate questions. Is it recyclable or is it sustainable? And how sustainable is it? And what does it come from? And so, is there chemicals? Is it chemical free? So these are all options. And when you buy your paper, they change all the packaging. In fact, the largest brand that most people are familiar with in America, it starts with a C, and people are very familiar with it. What's interesting about it, they have 5 different versions of it to confuse people. And so what are you buying? So when I share with people this, I'm saying, forget having to figure all that out. We're just going to offer you a forest-friendly, nature-neutral solution delivered to your house. So we're going to show you how to buy it once. Could be the last paper you ever buy. If you enroll 3 years is free. So here's how it works. You refer 1 person, you get a 10% discount right away on your next order. If you refer 2, a 20%, and 3, it's free. 1, 2, free, the last paper you ever have to buy.
Wow.
That's it. So that's what we're looking for, is we're looking for people like yourself to get out there and introduce it to your family and friends.
So so we do this, and when do we get the paper? When is this all starting?
Okay, so we're kicking it off now. So the person that sent you the link right now, you can sign up and enroll in the business, and you can enroll and become a customer right now. We're gonna send a notification out to you the first week of October, so a week from now. So you have an opportunity anywhere across the country right now to refer as many people as you possibly can between now and next week. And then when we roll out next week, we're actually in the process of moving our company from our draft servers to our little production servers. We've been growing at an extraordinary pace, spending an enormous amount of money on the new servers so we can grow really quickly. And so next week we'll inform people and we'll start shipping product here in mid-October. So we're excited about that. So if you want to become one of the first customers in all of the country, like it's nice to be first in your community, well then sign up right now and tell 3 people, and it might be the first and last order you ever have to make.
Well, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Forbes, Riley, and Scott Cubis. We're talking about a brand new concept in paper products. It's called Better Planet Paper, paper with a purpose. We're changing the entire way that the paper industry works. We're going to affect forests, and we're also going to allow you to get paper products for free. Yeah, so I think for a lot of households around the country, that may be a huge impact for them. Yeah, families that are struggling?
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting because virtually everyone wipes every household. It doesn't matter how much income you earn. You can live in the nicest neighborhoods in North America. You're using paper products. And you can live in the poorest, your locations in America. And you're still buying paper products. It's among one of those products. It's a consumable necessity. So at the lowest economic level, of course you would want to get something free. That's fantastic. And at the highest economic level, you still love saving money and you want to make sure you're doing something, good with the dollars that you're spending.
Well, I want to say that if you're watching us live, you're in the right place at the right time. Now, we have a couple of things we're going to talk about in terms of the foundation, some of the celebrities involved. We have a studio audience live in my studio tonight.
Right. Absolutely.
And do you have anything else that you want to say before we move on?
Yeah. Actually, I want to make sure that people recognize that every time we spend money with our products, that we have this Taller Tree Foundation that we give money back.
Okay, what is that?
And so what happens is when you spend money with us, we have a foundation that we place out there in the marketplace where we plant trees in the national and state parks. And we have 3 really well-known organizations to help us: the National Forest Foundation, America Forest, and we even give 1% back to the planet. And so we want people to know that we're independently validated with other organizations, because people want to know, well, who plants the trees exactly?
Right, we don't have to actually go out and do it ourselves.
You don't have to plant.
Oh, just checking.
We don't have to do it. But in the future, we do want you to have the opportunity to plant your own trees.
And by the way, actually, that was one of the things that when Scott said this, I have 2 14-year-olds. They're pretty active, but I said, we're going to go out and actually plant trees.
Yeah.
We're going to go see what this world is about. Because I grew up in New York City, I didn't even know that, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I know that milk came from cows until I was 12. It came from a carton.
A carton?
Well,
okay, there you go.
There was like a tree. So I don't know, you're laughing at me, right? But it's true. When you live in that, you don't know. And I have learned so much from you. And now I live in Florida, and we just came through a hurricane. And I'll tell you what, nature is kind of crazy. You want to make sure that there are a lot of trees and a lot of things to I don't know, the environment's changing.
Yeah.
But you're going to make a positive, powerful impact. And you right now can be part of it, but you need to get on your computer right now. Go to betterplanetpaper.com. The link that someone sent you is the way to get signed up. And by the way, if you're watching this, tell somebody else.
Absolutely.
We're going to be here for another hour. I've got a big celebrity guest coming up. You know him from the TV series Shark Tank. I know. But I also have a whole lot of people here in the studio that are powerful, important. You want to listen to them, and you want to be a part of this amazing community.
Yeah, one of the things what's so special about it is the idea of, like you just said, sharing is caring. So get out there and tell more people about this right away. What's fascinating, I was on a conference call the other day, and we do conference calls all the time. Tomorrow evening, Tuesday night, Thursday night, we'll be going all over the compensation plan. So a lot of people want to know, like, what else do you get other than free product? Well, you can get paid a lot of money. You can have a lot of fun with this. And so we're actually going to pay people beyond just getting the free product. We're going to give them rewards. We're going to give them cash. and it's
Wait,
extraordinary.
did you say cash?
I said cash, yeah,
okay.
exactly. So the idea is 1, 2 free, which is great, but now people are like, well, where do we get the cash? Well, we're actually going to issue you sort of your own private MasterCard, debit card, and we're going to pay you on that card. And so the more referrals and the more customers you create, the more income you can create. And it's very, very simple. So we want people to enroll so they can tell more people. And here's the business structure. Right now we're creating what is considered to be like a consumer co-op. And so we're going to bring on millions of customers, a lot like perhaps like a Dollar Shave Club, and Kevin can get into that in a little bit. But the fact is, we're going to allow people to participate in this brand. Think about the largest consumer brand that you purchase at the supermarket now. What if you could share in the dividends? And so we're going to show you how to do that with a consumer co-op. And early next year, we have a whole sort of charity division for churches, schools, teams, and clubs, because it's paper with a purpose, or we call it with a people's paper company. And so we're going to show people how they can benefit. So our co-op members, they can not only save $1,000 a year, but we have a rewards program. And here's what happens, Forbes. Not only do you get free product, you begin to earn cash, and you begin to get gift cards. You can apply towards other products. You get to take vacations. We give you actual passes to the state parks, the national parks, and people can earn anywhere from a few $100s a month to a few $100s or a few $1,000s a week. Just depends on how enterprising they are, and they can get started today. They don't have to wait to apply for a job. We hire everybody. Anybody that wants to get on, just go online, sign up, tell your friends somebody's looking for a job, join Better Planet Paper, share it with your friends. We have a rewards program that's really, really valuable, and it gets people outside making a difference in their world. And we have a store, like literally our own club store. So think about what we're doing with paper. We're changing the paradigm of paper right now. And so we're giving people an opportunity. If they change brands, they can change their economic future. And I think that's why, Kevin Harrington is really, really interested in this, and many other entrepreneurs in the marketplace.
And I do have to take a second, because you talk fast. I talk fast. But now my solution for that is listen faster.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of great stuff coming your way.
Right.
So here's the deal. There's a lot that you're listening to. But right now, the most important thing is, one, you can get your paper products for free. Yep. You can make a difference in the world. You can earn money, and you can join a community for free tonight that is actually doing good for the planet. So if you're watching this, hello. All right. So invite somebody in the house. Get on. My friends.
They can still send the link now.
Okay. Really?
Actually,
wait,
right now.
Wait. Listen, Dad.
Take a look at this. Because we're about to introduce a really special guest.
Yes.
So they have time right now to get on their phone, send their link out. You have 4 or 5 people on your phone right now.
Wait, they could get their free tonight.
They could actually send the link out right now and get people to watch the show over the next 20 or 30 minutes. And so if you have your phone right now, because you're sitting here watching this, you already have your phone, you sort of dial through and you pick out some names that you didn't send a link to now, send it to them. Say, you got to check out this next segment, because we have one of the founding Shark Tank members to tell you something really special. So here's something from a Shark Tank founder. Get on the line, send it out to the people out there on the line, right on their phones.
Nice. And anything else that you want to share? You have some more slides. Yes?
Just a couple more things,
yeah.
And then let's bring Kevin up. We want people to know what we've created is a mobile app that's really going to help you. So we talked about the America's sort of, environmental co-op. Well, this is if you take a look at the slides, what's great is we like to call it Facebook for the forest. And what's interesting is we have a way for you to communicate really fun stories, musical songs, jokes, ideas, and of course our paper products, all in an app that's very, very convenient. So we want people to know they can really turn their phone into an ATM machine and begin to make money. Instead of just playing on Facebook and making nothing, they can play on our version and actually earn something telling a story. So we think that's really relevant. And let's bring on Kevin.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure. One of my dearest friends that I moved down here to Florida. You've seen him as one of the original sharks from Shark Tank, and he's quite an enterprising entrepreneur. Please welcome, give a big round of applause, Mr. Kevin Harrington.
Hello, buddy. How are you?
Good to see you.
Oh, thanks. Welcome. All right, the shark is in the house. So everybody wipes.
I am so excited, you guys. Listen to you guys. This is amazing. It really is.
Right, so Scott came to you, and you got excited about this idea. Why?
Well, first of all, we've worked together for many, many years, and that's been fun. I've worked with George Foreman and Jack LaLanne, Tony Little. When we did Tony Little, we would sell the Gazelle or something, Think about that product. Do people need a second one?
No.
They probably aren't going to use the first one. Okay? All right, I hate to say that, but so here we've sold products, but then it's a bell-shaped curve, okay? Right. People, they buy it, then they don't need it anymore. So I said to myself, what is a good continuity kind of a business? And then recently, you mentioned it, the Dollar Shave Club. I mean, that gentleman, Michael Dubin, created the Dollar Shave Club. It was a continuity product because once you start getting the razors, then you need them every month and month after month. And he had 10,000 customers, then 100,000, then a million, and all of a sudden he's got $1 billion business. Right? So I said to myself, because people would come on Shark Tank, I need $500,000 for 20% of my company, and I'm like, no, this is a business you can start for literally a couple dollars, if that, but it's got the continuity beyond shaving because everybody wipes.
Well,
right?
so when Scott actually, when you brought this to me, he said, wait a second, what's the #1 product that you use most in your household? I'm thinking water, milk. I was like, oh, my kids got it right away. They're like, Mom, toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems so obvious, doesn't it?
Yes. So for me, it was just a natural that people are the continuity aspect. This just shows up at your doorstep every month, right?
Yeah.
So. And I just said, I got to be involved in this because there's also the benefit back to the world, the forests, and I think the social good of the business also made a lot of sense.
Well, have you ever run out of paper? Like, have you ever run out of the paper towels or toilet paper, and that's always at the wrong time?
Usually,
yeah.
yes.
Maybe it's just like you're like skimming down the hallway or something, but yeah. But what happens is millions of people come into that experience, and so they don't want to, but they go through all sorts of different paper products. At the end of the day, we're just showing people you can change brands and do something different. So if you change brands, you can change your world, your own personal economy. So
now, so you may be a shark and kind of a tough businessman, but you also are a new grandpa of a little baby girl.
I love that. My son's
And you've got
here,
2 amazing boys.
Yes.
So you understand this whole thing about legacy. So making money is great. Everybody says to us they always want to do that. How important is it to leave a legacy?
I think it's very important, and it's when you start just in the few months that we've been talking to people about this, we've got thousands and thousands of people already signed up for this program. So anybody that's out there, this is so easy just to talk to your neighbor, your friend, your 900,000 people in your phone book. Okay? I mean, divide it by 2, you still, but it's a simple pitch, and you don't even have to use the word pitch.
And what's happened to you? Like I know that it was real fun. A good friend of mine introduced us together, and he's like, "Hey, you have to take a look at this." And you're like, "Hey, this makes a lot of sense." And then you casually were kind of telling your brother-in-law something, and it's really just sort of by the way, it kind of took off, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, all of a sudden, one of my friends that ended up with 5,000 people already said, "This is something I want to do." So it's because of the consumption aspect, the continuity aspect of it. This is the Dollar Shave Club on steroids. I think is how as a shark, that's how I can look at it.
Well, and it's interesting because people bring you products every day. Yes, I'm there all the time when people pitch us products. You very rarely take on something, and I've never ever seen you this excited about a product ever.
No, I mean anymore today. It's tougher to launch some of these big fancy gadgets and fitness products and the expense of them. It's the infomercial business. Fewer people are watching TV. We know it's gotten to be a lot tougher. What are people doing? They're sharing through social media, through friends to friends, and this is a very cool way to share with people that you only have to share and you can get it for free, but what I really love about it is you can share and make some serious money too.
Yeah, and you can see how quickly that can grow. Like as a simple example, you can earn about $1 to $3 a month for each customer that you create in an ongoing basis. So if really just you enroll 3, you get 9, 27, 81, really small amount of 100 people or so, you'll find yourself earning $300, $400, $500 a month, which, as you know, just most people don't have an extra $4,000 or $5,000 a year in residual income. Like, how much money would you have to have in the bank to get $5,000 a year in income, after taxes kind of deal?
Yeah.
And all you're here doing is changing your paper brands to sort of jump into that experience.
Right.
What about also, you talked about, it's funny with the in the infomercial business, it seems like an awful lot of the products in infomercials are like a one-time sale. And do you think anyone's going to stop using toilet paper in the next couple years? Do you think that's going to change? Is a new technology going to come, a digital technology that's going to take we're going to lose it like Blockbuster?
I think we'll be gone by the time that happens.
Well, actually, completely aside, and we are live. But actually, it's very funny because when you go to Kevin's house and you go to his bathroom, he actually has a technology that makes his toilet bowl light up.
Oh,
It's a new
yeah,
town.
yeah. Well, his face, you never really know. So it's all good.
So
Yeah,
it's not the first time he's been in this, and you have a kitty product too about going.
We're going in spurts right now. But I love this industry. It's when you first told me about it, and then I said to Forbes, you got to hear about this.
Oh, yeah.
The excitement just here today.
The real story too, for people at home, you need to understand this. So I came to Kevin's house. And we were sharing that. It was like, hey, I got 30 minutes. Let's take a look at this. We're starting to talk, and you're like, this is incredible. He goes, can you just stay here at my house? He goes, I need to make a phone call. He goes, you got to meet my friend Forbes. I mean, literally, like, if you're at home and you're trying to wonder whether your friend would be interested or not.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am talking to the shark in his home, and he's like, can you sit here right now? I need to call my friend right now.
Yeah.
He called up Forbes and literally, can you wait? Because it'll take about 30 minutes. And she came over to the house. And then I was doing a presentation for you like 30 minutes later.
Let me share something with
That's
you.
a
This
true
is a
story.
business where you do share it. I have never heard Kevin so excited. He's literally, drop whatever you're doing. We're neighbors. I'm like, whatever, for what? He's like, don't, just come. And when I heard, but I'll tell you what, when he says show up, you make money. I always have my whole life. I'm sitting in my own television studio here. We know this. You know how to make money. I'm going to share something with you. We're live right now. You don't get to do this very often. Kevin doesn't share and open his home and his heart for many products. So you, my friend, are an amazing visionary. You're doing something that we've never seen before. You ignited him in a way. Again, we all see these little gadgets and stuff. And you gotta go, okay, maybe not. This was an absolute no-brainer.
And there's one other thing. Forbes has close to 1 million followers that follow her on social media, right? Now, the people that are hearing about this, other people are starting to get out there because we've got some other people that have millions of followers also that are joining this program. So you don't be too late to get a hold of your friend or your neighbor because they may be hearing about it from somebody else before. So now's the time really to do this.
Well, absolutely.
Get the word out.
And actually, just so people know at home, I mean, we've had multiple dialogues in the last month with some of the biggest agents and celebrities in North America.
Yes.
I mean, these are it's just crazy how big these celebrities are that are willing to use their personal name and say, you know what, this company is doing something different. We're about to share it all over social media, all over the country. And you're going to start seeing it pop up with some big names here shortly.
Some big names. Many millions of people that are going to be jumping into this program.
And people want to get in ahead of that. Like, you already want to be in, so you're telling your friends and you can point to them.
Well, Kevin, you and I, we started the infomercial industry. How important is it to get into something early?
I mean, we got in early. That's when we started doing business with a lot of the big names, right? I mean, you and I have done business with the Kardashians and the Hiltons and the Foremans and you name it across the board. We've because we were those pioneers of that industry, and so this is a business that I don't even want to say how many because I don't think we're publicizing that, but this is starting to grow very fast.
It's actually, we're kind of chomping at the bit because we know the celebrities that want to jump in and they're going to, and I can't say it yet, but I want to because you're going to know all their names.
It's crazy.
I very rarely think that, I don't know any time that you and I both sat here doing this and if you are lucky enough, there's a thing when you're an investor, you have to be a qualified investor. And most of us, even myself until recently, we didn't get the good deals because they don't allow you in. Tonight, you are here. You're here at the ground level. You want to jump in. See all the people behind us? Can you guys get a shot of all the people here? You're going to meet some of the co-ops, some of the founders, some people who said, when Scott said jump, when Kevin said jump, they were in. Do not miss this opportunity. So Kevin, have you told some people yes?
I mean, I made a call to a couple, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, right? I made a call, and some of my friends from like high school or grade school, right? Okay? I mean, because they said, Kevin, we've known you for 40 plus years, okay? And you've never called us and said, get in on this right now, right? And so, exactly that. I mean, this is something I'm telling my family, my friends, all the way back to the old days, and I believe that this is definitely something that is going to be very explosive.
Well, and you and I, we both know a lot of people, all of us, in the direct sales industry, in direct selling, network marketing, that entire industry. And every person you talk to, no matter what company they're in, when they hear about this, it totally makes sense to them. They're thinking, oh gosh, this doesn't compete with anything I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Because we know there's hundreds of nutrition companies, there's hundreds of skincare companies and all sorts of, they're like, but they all wipe. So at the end of the day, we're not taking any business away from it. And I tell people, just go eat their product and wipe with this and go, go put that product on your face and wipe it off with ours. You know, there's also, so it doesn't really matter. You can take ours on vacation with you. You know, there's this stat that like 8 or 10% of the country takes their own toilet paper roll with them on vacation because they just like the way something feels. And I thought that's really crazy.
TMI tonight. I don't know.
Well, at the end of the day, everybody gets the product, and that's why the time, and that's why we have so many people that came this weekend actually to our event.
Now, Scott, you talk about wipe away your debt. What does that mean? I'm going to perk up for a second. Can somebody really make money with this company?
Yeah, actually, because first off, America is loaded with debts. We have all this consumer debt, Kevin. You deal with it all the time in finances. And so what's interesting is with this product here, if you change brands and you start getting your product for free, well, you can save $400 or $500 a year. That's always a good start on debt, is just start not paying for something. Like the enemy of wealth is spending, right? So that's the first step. The second step is you share a few more people. Now you can make $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. You can start paying off your credit cards, or you pay off your house cards, and then you can keep moving it from there. And so each debt that you're paying off, it begins to kind of move from there. And so now people make $500 a month, $1,000 a month. They start paying off their credit cards, and all they did was change, their paper brands, change the world.
Well, we are, in fact, live.
Yep.
So one of the things that you want to do, if you've got any questions, you can jump on. Can people actually read? I know on my Facebook Live right now, we're broadcasting.
Yep.
If you have any questions, Kevin's going to stick around for a little bit.
Yep.
But we want to introduce some of the other people in our audience. Would this be good?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a good time. We'll bring them on up, and then we've got some of our co-op members over here. So
I'm going to make some room for all the rest of our, some of our founders and all of that. So thank you guys for having me. But great job.
Oh, thank
Scotty.
you so much. Give Kevin a hand over here.
Yes, thank you, guys. Hey, great to be here today. You heard it. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right. So I want to learn, I just got a question today. Tell us more about the co-op. How does the co-op work? What do we need to know? So I'm going to bring up a very special friend, bring up Gregory Mascari. Gregory, you're in our audience, yes?
I am.
Come on over here, baby.
Gregory.
Because we're going to talk to you about what is the concept. So give a big round of applause. By the way, how cool is Mr. Kevin? If you've not met Kevin,
Oh, no, he's very cool.
yeah, he is cool. And I'll tell you what, you guys, like I said, you're in the right place at the right time. So listen up. The best thing that you can do right now is, one, get on the internet and sign up. It's free. But number two, invite a friend to listen, because you can actually invite your 3 people, get them signed up tonight, and then your paper products are free. You guys, you don't even realize what you're watching and how special tonight really is. So Gregory, tell me about you.
Well, I live in Bozeman, Montana, part of God's paradise up there. And I'm in business for myself. I own my own business. And I'm a consultant to direct selling companies for about 29 years. So I've been full-time certifiably unemployed, work from home, and love the commute, love the dress code.
Living the good life.
Living the life, that's right. And
right.
I've known Scott for about 30 years, and he
Really?
is just a visionary pioneer. I've seen him, help many, many people develop very, very successful companies. And when Scott calls, Robin and I, we listen.
What's different about Better Planet Paper?
Well, I think a big difference is it's a co-op. And co-op is really short for cooperative. And a cooperative is a type of legal structure where people come together that share a vision, a mission, or a cause. And the cause for Better Planet is, from my perspective, is kind of twofold. Is number one, we're out to be America's most trusted name in environmental paper companies, okay? And the other part that really juices me, because I live in Montana, is that we're about reforestation versus deforestation. And as Scotty said, 27,000 trees a day just to wipe our tush is pretty amazing, And I have kids and grandkids, and I'm really thrilled about getting back out there. And we just had a lot of fires in Montana, so we have some opportunity for reforestation up there.
Planning,
so
yeah.
I'm really excited, because with every order that a co-op member places, we plant a tree.
That is so very exciting. When you started telling your friends and family about it, what was their reaction?
Everybody says, tell me more, how do I get involved?
Right.
1, 2 free. Well, that's easy. The first order and your first order could be the last order you ever pay for.
Mind-blowing.
Gregory's a member of Food Co-op up in Bozeman too. So why don't you tell people a little about how that structure works and really how that kind of relates here
Well,
as
it's
well?
kind of the same thing, because everybody in Bozeman, we're kind of a health-oriented community. So we are a member, and we get 1 share. We paid a fee, and we own a piece of the co-op, because co-op paid members get to own a piece of the action. And so we get discounts on our product, and we get a rebate back on an annual basis from our purchases.
See, that is so exciting. Why don't more companies do that?
Well, we hope to set that trend. I mean,
that's a weird question, but it's...
No, but it's an important question. So that what we want to do is set that trend. As we said, we want to become the most trusted environmental paper company, but we also want to just encourage other companies to figure out the ways they can give back. So instead of just being a consumer, again, you're a prosumer. You're producing more than you're consuming, and you're rewarding people for that experience. In fact, Gregory's one of the directors on our co-op board and has responsibilities. And perhaps kind of share what is your role as a co-op board member, along with some of our other co-op board members back there?
Well, our role is to make sure that all of our members' needs are met. So to work very creatively with the entire staff from Better Planet on new products, the best paper products, to listen to the field, to listen to the consumers, to listen to our members and make sure that their needs are being met. And that we have an opportunity to give them a better product at a better price. And that's pretty much
it's funny. When my son was 9 years old, he said, "Mom, this is really, really sad, but I think every good idea has already been taken." I mean, he was like, everything's been invented. And I said, "Oh, baby, let me introduce you to Mark Zuckerberg
Right.
or Scott Kufis," because the truth is they haven't.
Yeah.
And this is a brand new idea of a very old concept. Number one, we all use toilet paper. We get that. We all use paper products. We've been using it for a long time. But do you get yours for free? No. Do you get yours delivered to your door for free? No. Do you get a tree planted every time you use your paper? No. Do you have it in a way that you can make annual profits from the company? Hello? All of this is a very, very new concept. What you're hearing tonight is earth-shaking, groundbreaking, and the cool thing is you're listening to it. See, normally companies just pop up and I don't know where they came from, and the Uber's doing great, and the Airbnb, I'm sure they're all making money, and I'm spending money there. This is an opportunity, and you need to hear that, for you to get in on the ground floor, to have great network of friends. When you say co-op, there's something very yummy about it. I know that sounds weird, but in today's environment, there's no yumminess about big corporations. In fact, one of my girlfriends, she just quit corporate America, she opened a cookie company. So I did corporate working for the man. Well, you guys have figured out how not to do that. And this is where we're moving forward. My daughter, the twin brother, she doesn't realize everything's taken. She's very much into the internet. Things are changing. You're telling us how on our phone we can do contests. We can use the phone as an ATM machine.
We like to call it even mommy money, mall money. Like there's just like it. Hey, just add some money to to your monthly.
Wipe away your debt.
Exactly.
I know it sounds fun, but this is fun. I've met so many phenomenal people, and when you join, you're not joining a company, you're joining a community.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And one of the big benefits of a co-op is we get to be co-owners in the co-op. Everybody can own a share in the co-op and share in all the benefits. The drivers for Uber, they get paid when they drive, but they don't share part of that $100 billion.
Right.
In Better Planet Paper co-op, we get to share in monthly revenues and annual profits with the company. So I'm really excited to hear what you and Kevin are going to do, because I get to share in that, because I'm a co-owner with you.
Oh, yeah. All right, so now you also involved in the foundation?
No, I'm not.
No,
Okay.
Stephen is, so we'll get started with Stephen. Yeah,
All right, well, I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you
this
so
has
much.
been so informative.
Thanks so much.
Gregory, I
Such a
adore you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
Coming to
you.
visit you in Montana soon.
All right.
All right, so next up, we're going to hear, and again, we got a lot of phenomenal guests. We're going to hear from Stephen Chernisky and Dr. Natalia. They both can come up at the same time?
Yes.
Dr. Natalie Cather.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm tripping over my words.
Come on up. That's
so
all good.
Stephen and Dr. Natalie, come on up.
Hey, go ahead and have a seat.
Come on in here in your beautiful blue dress.
Thanks,
Oh,
Stephen.
mwah. All right, I can't keep getting my mic is here, so I'm not going to. Oh, and Scott's
slide it.
leaving, so now
Yeah, no,
I'm on
I'm
my
just-
own. Aha! All right, so welcome. Now you have a microphone there. It's important you talk into it. So and share it. So share with me. Tell me who you are. Tell me all about. Well, tell them who you are. I know who you are.
I'm Stephen Chernisky, and I'm a biochemist, and Natalie is a physician, and we're deeply involved in this because we believe in it as scientists. We believe in it, and it's something which is so obvious and so simple, as you've been saying, because from our point of view, we live in the Pacific Northwest,
Oh, really? Where?
Olympia, Washington.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And trees are everything to us. I mean, we live in a beautiful area, and we understand, and everybody pretty much understands, that when you take a walk in a forest, things change. You feel different, you feel more calm, and that's not just a mood, that's actually happening. The trees are producing compounds, monoterpenes, and those compounds relax you, and they support your immune system.
Wow. Okay. So what kind of chemist? What do you actually do? Because you
Well,
take really
I'm
big
a
words.
nutritional biochemist. So
Nutritional
Yes,
biochemist.
that's been my career for the last 45 years.
Well, I just love how you just talked about walking in a forest. I grew up literally walking in New York City. You actually have to go to Central Park. And the funny thing is to watch everyone gather in Central Park because you realize that nature does feed you. But I think we forget that. And to look at your face, your enthusiasm is just beautiful.
Well, it's the kind of thing where, again, and I want Natalie to talk about our daily walks, because every single day, when Natalie works hard, and she owns her own clinic, and she works hard, and at the same time, when she comes home, she knows that she's going to take a walk with her husband, all down through this winding path, through this deep forest, all the way down to Puget Sound, where there is what? Something else called water.
Ah, well, in Florida, we know all about that. So, Dr. Natalie, tell me about you.
Well, I'm really excited to be part of Better Planet Paper because we understand how important it is to participate in making our world better. And Better Planet Paper makes that easier for people to do. A lot of people say, I want to do something better. I kind of understand recycling. What more can I do? Well, they're already using toilet paper. Now they just need to get it from the right place. Get it from Better Planet Paper. Plant a tree. Be part of a greater community that is like-minded as far as improving our planet.
So what type of doctor are you?
I'm a family physician, medical doctor, and I also do metabolic medicine.
Nice. Now, how did you come to Scott, both of you?
I've known Scott for a long time, and he's an amazing visionary, as you said. He's a tremendous amount of fun to be around, and he's got an idea a minute. So when he called me, it was one of those things. I said, "Really, this is really going to happen? You're really going to do this?" And of course, he pushes, and I wanted to be a part of it. And when Natalie heard about it, she was like all in, because the value here is tremendous. I mean, everybody knows how important trees are. I mean, we breathe the oxygen that they create. At the same time, we understand that if a few trees planted well around your house can cut your cooling and your heating costs tremendously, because they shade your house and they are a windbreak during the winter. And we forget how incredibly valuable it is until you're looking for what? Some shade. Right?
I will tell you, I have to take a moment here because we just went through a hurricane. We watched a lot of trees go flying and all the craziness that happened with that. And the value of trees, I don't think that on a regular basis, unlike the two of you, that we think about trees. We don't. And I love when Scott came to me, I actually had to stop for a second and go, I'm going to go for a walk in nature. I forget to do that. You guys are very blessed that you can do that. So for everyone out there who has not had a chance to walk in nature lately, just say that again. Talk to me about your experience, about when you come home at night, what does it mean to walk through and see trees?
Walking through trees is our family time, and that is really important for us. And we have 6 kids.
Oh, wow.
I'm married into a family of 6 kids. And that's important family time for us too, because we talk about what's been happening in our lives, and so we have a lot of value for that. And Better Planet Paper is another means for us in strengthening our family, because it's another means for Stephen and I to spend more time together in how we build this community.
And what does it mean for you as a busy mom to have toilet paper and paper products delivered to your door?
Well, when we go to Costco and other places,
Right.
we are amazed at the bulk of products that are all paper products that people have in their shopping carts or in their trolleys.
Right, the big trolleys.
Yes, and not having to go and get paper products because they're already brought to the home is really important. Having a large family, we have those moments where we're low on toilet paper. Yeah.
With 6 kids, I can only imagine.
Yes, and so having a regular arrival of these important paper products makes life so much easier.
And how important, how old are your kids?
All the way from 25 all the way down to 14.
So how important is, you think, to really help them understand that they're doing good?
Well, it is something that, as Natalie said, that we spend a lot of time with our kids, getting them out in nature. We put a zip line on our property through the trees so that they would have one more reason to spend time with trees.
Wait, you put a zip line on your, can I come visit?
Anytime. I mean, we live in paradise, and a great deal of that is the trees that surround our house, and that we have a small orchard, and we really spend a lot of time. We have an experimental farm. I mean, we do a lot with the earth. When this came along, when Scotty talked about this, it fits into our life so perfectly because, you know, our kids want to know, what are we doing as a family? What are we doing? How are we giving back?
Right.
This is an opportunity that is easy to give back. There's a concept that you mentioned before called nature neutral. That means that your family, because you've changed your brand and you're changing the world, that means that you have an opportunity with your family to be nature neutral. You're producing as many trees as you're using. That concept, my kids love that. They talked about it immediately with their friends. They said, we're working so that we could be nature neutral. And all their friends wanted to know, what's that? You think they're going to tell their parents? Hey,
of course.
Hey, the Cherniskys
Now,
are
let me ask,
nature
because
neutral.
I grew up in California and New York, and you know, the nuts and fruits and people planting trees. That really is not what we're talking about here.
No, it's a simple concept, and everybody understands the value of a tree. And so to be able to use sustainable materials, you're
Yes.
talking hemp, you're talking bamboo, sugar cane, not just pine. So all these sustainable materials are being used to create this product, and at the same time you're planting a tree. It is something that everyone's going to get excited about.
Talking about the foundation.
The foundation is the Tall Trees Foundation. We support a number of organizations that are all doing wonderful things for the planet. Natalie is talking about the green.
Go ahead.
Well, one of the companies or agencies that we support is the Green Chamber of Commerce, for example. The foundation works with companies like American Forests, 10 Trees, Beautiful Seminole, and this is the means by which we get those trees planted.
Okay, I want you to look right in that camera, then I want you to tell a busy working mom, of which you are, why it's so important to become part of Better Planet Paper.
Make your life easier and become a part of Better Planet Paper.
Why?
You will have the products brought to your home, shipped for free. It is sustainable products that you can be proud of, that you are bringing to your children the gift of sustainability in this world. Change the brand and change your world. Create a better planet.
Nice! Woo! That's the way you do that. All right, you guys, I want to thank you both so much for being part of our show tonight. All right, I've got some more. This is what a wonderful night. You guys are part of this. Scott's coming back in, and I will tell you, rock stars. Wow. I need to go visit.
We have some special people,
I
right?
know.
Well, you know, one of the things we want to do right now, too, is we really want to talk to a number of other members real quick.
Okay.
And just sort of get their point of view. They were here this weekend at an incredible event.
Yes.
And so let's introduce some of them and
All
hear
right.
what they have to say.
So we have Anthony Gathercole, come here.
Come on,
Sherry
Anthony.
Ireland, do you want to come up here as well? Can you guys scoot on the couch?
We can do that, or do you want
Yeah,
to just,
no,
we'll just
no,
do one
no.
at a
Oh,
time?
we'll do one at a time,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll just bounce them one at a time.
All right,
It's
so
okay.
Anthony, tell me about you.
So I'm a yacht broker here in the beautiful state of Florida.
Yeah, right to that.
And
Yeah.
now-
Wait,
He's
yacht
a
broker?
yacht
Yes.
broker.
Like really big yachts?
Yeah,
Big
like
yachts.
really big
Well,
yachts.
let's talk.
Yeah.
And now part-time paper boy.
Part-time paper boy, I like that.
So what really excited me about this is that it doesn't matter if you have a 100-foot yacht or a 13-foot boat.
Right.
Everybody uses this.
Yes.
It's simple. In roll 3, yours are free. You can talk to everybody.
Wow, let's look at you. You're like on fire. Where do you live?
In Palm Harbor, Florida.
Okay, and why is it so important to you?
You know, everybody always says, well, what are you doing to help the planet? And some people, you ask them, they go, I really don't know.
Right.
This is an easy step to take that step to make a better planet.
You know, it was interesting talking to Anthony. It was fascinating to me. I mean, here he sells $1 million to $3 million yachts.
Yeah.
And at the so it's like, you know, it's pretty prestige. You're talking to some people that have a little bit of coin, and at the same time, he's got them just as interested about the paper. Like multiple people you sold yachts to are like are really excited about the paper. They put right. I mean, it's crazy. And they're like put in their boats. They know because it's septic safe. It's safe for the RVs. It's safe for boats. And so they're interested. They're interested, and I thought that was a lot of fun. I mean, the amount of customers. How many people have you personally rolled in the last month or so? Just telling people.
Just personally, I think we're over 70 people now, and
70?
our organization's a few thousand now.
Wow, really? Just talking to people. So because someone's listening out there right now, and by the way, if you are listening, betterplanetpaper.com, go to the link that somebody sent you. If there's still time tonight, you can sign up for free, get involved, and if you have 3 people, here's what I have, thousands signed up. Yours is free. You need to understand that you can actually make money with this company.
Yeah, and roll 3 years is free. Just 3.
I know
just
that's
3. Just 3 is all I'm saying. It's just
1,
3.
2, 3.
It's just 3.
There you go. I love it.
Yeah.
So tell me, why is it so important? When Scott came to you, you lit up, because I can just see it right here.
It's funny, and everybody does the same thing. Everybody has the same reaction. There's not too many people we come across that say, that's cool, or it's.
They love it.
Everybody's very excited about it. It's the simplicity of it.
Well, I'm excited. So if we enroll 300, can we go for right on the up?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much for being a part of tonight. Miss Sherry Ireland, where's Sherry?
Come on, Sherry.
We're going to go through some of our amazing members. We have had an amazing weekend. We had a giant cookout last night. Tell me about Miss Sherry Ireland.
Well, I am a single working mom. I've been in the dental field for 20 years, and I've also spent a lot of time teaching people about prevention through nutrition and lifestyle changes.
Nice. Also, great teeth. Great
Thank
teeth.
you.
So when you heard about Better Planet Paper, first reaction was?
When can we buy it?
I know, right?
Yeah, I got to hear about it last summer when Scott, when I first heard about it, and I was super, super excited about it. I love the concept of it, and I really appreciated Scott's heart with wanting to make a difference in the world. Giving back more than we're taking. I was already all in. So now I'm really excited. I'm here to learn more about it, and I'm really excited being, busy, and you're working and you're going from point A to point B, and around a lot of other moms that have kids that are toying them, and we're doing everything we can to do our best for our kids. And this is just one more thing that's going to make it a lot easier for us.
When you tell your friends about it, what's their reaction?
Yeah.
When can I get signed up? When can I get this? When are you guys shipping?
See, that's, and it's funny, people say, Forbes, you've sold $2.5 billion worth of product in your career. I don't like to sell. I like to talk about things. I like to share. When you go to a movie, I always like to share that kind of a concept. That's what this company is. Everybody that you talk to goes, at first they're like, we can wipe away what? Oh, wow. I get trees planted, delivered for free. It's great quality. I've never been a part of a company that's so much fun.
And it doesn't require a lot of time. That's one of the things I wanted when I looked at this. Is this isn't you don't have to be a full timer or even a part timer. You can be a sometime-timer. It doesn't because do you think you could run into 3 people in the next 3 months that wipe? And then I love when you say that. I know. And at the end of the day, here's what we want. Here's the business model. Make a list of 10 people you know that wipe. Can you? I know. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, that's your list, and it's okay. Do you think instead of 3 months, could you find 3 people in 3 weeks? And
in 3 minutes. Come on, guys.
And it's not point. So it's not 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, or 3 minutes. It's just so simple. So anyone can win. And if anyone can win, then many people can win. And do you think that from an environmental standpoint, are you seeing moms and other people caring about the environment more than they did? Tell me about sort of the awareness in your area.
Yeah, definitely more and more the community is becoming more aware of the changes in the environment, making changes like not using plastics, using consumable products when we can. I know myself and my boyfriend David, we even go as far as to recycle clothing and buy repurposed things instead of new stuff, and it's, I just see that a lot.
Where's your boyfriend David? David, come out here. Come here. Scoot a little closer.
No,
guys, come a little closer. You guys are... Give those big round for David.
Aren't they a cute couple? That's an adorable couple right there.
There you go, David. So how did you get involved in all this? You've known Scott for a long time, right?
Yeah. I've known Scott for probably 20 years, and when he told me about the concept, I don't think he got all the way through explaining it before I said, heck yes, I'm in. What do you need? How can I help? Just an incredible opportunity. I've been an environmentalist all my life. I guess I'm a surfer. That makes you an environmentalist. And I started something called the Green Chamber of Commerce, and so I'm very much into.
Oh wow!
I'm very much into sustainability. So the idea of having, being able to just change my brand and then get trees planted, and to be offsetting the carbon cost of what we're doing and using is. It's easy. It's such a brilliant.
I've heard from people who've flown to my studio here in St. Petersburg, Florida, all the way on the East Coast post-hurricane, from Washington State, from Montana. You guys came all the way from San Diego, right?
Yes.
That's a long way to come to participate for your benefit, so that you can hear how amazing this opportunity truly is for you and your family, right?
Oh my gosh, yes! I can't wait. I don't think that there's anybody that I've talked to yet, there hasn't been, that hasn't said yes. I mean, it's just the easiest thing in the world.
Well, I am very excited. I got a lot of people to get through tonight. Give her a big kiss. I want to see this. Come on. Oh, love is here. Thank you both so much. Here's Johnny Martin. Johnny Martin, come on up here, baby. If the price is right. Woo,
Man,
that.
look at Spiffy, man. I
know,
like Johnny.
I
This
know.
is amazing. Wow.
Oh, yeah, you
You guys
totally
are
decked out for
fascinating.
this.
Yep.
Oh, hey, we met.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
You don't get to that's weird. This is a live show. All right, so
It's a live
talk to
show.
me. What do you do, Johnny?
Yeah, so I'm a business owner from right here in St.
Fix
Petersburg.
your little thing just because on the camera it looks like I see the little M there. It looks cute, but.
That's cute.
All right. So tell me.
A business owner from right here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I'm one of those guys that Kevin ran to and told about this and said, you got to meet this guy.
I know.
And to me, it was a no-brainer. You
Why?
know, when you look at products, sustainable products that are going to be used, consumables, and subscription-based products, it's all there. It's
Now,
all
have
there.
you ever done this kind of a business before?
You know, I dabbled in a little MLMs before, and it's work. Nutritional supplements, things like that, it's tough. You've got to go in, you've got to continually force people to use the products. If they have the money to do so, they do it.
Wow,
If they
wait,
don't,
you just said something very interesting. So say that you've ever tried any kind of network marketing, and maybe you have done good or not so good, but you do have to keep using the product, whether it's a pill or a noni juice or this or that or a skin cream. I don't think I have to encourage you to use this product.
Because
I
why?
hope not. Everybody
So we
wipes.
know you're going to use it. So now we're the
So it's
only
like-
company on the planet that's a better planet because of
You
us.
get paid to flush.
You get paid.
yeah,
The
yeah,
joke's
yeah,
on
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh my
That's it,
God.
that's
But I will tell you, it's not just that. It's all of this, and the company's going to
Yeah.
grow. And anybody who uses any kind of paper products, and I know you do, this is the company to be a part of.
It's a no-brainer for a business person. It really is.
So what are you most excited about?
The whole thing, I'm excited to get it going. I'm excited to see the company grow. I look at it as like Dollar Shave Club.
Yes.
You know, if we
Which,
could
by
have
the
been
way,
a
is a
part of it.
$1 billion Dollar Shave Club.
And they
A
brought it.
billion.
They brought
Not everybody shaves.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Well, and you know, think about it, they brought in 4 million members in 4 years, and I just think, like you said, a lot more people wipe than shave. We have the opportunity to have way more than 4 million
Wow.
members in
Yeah.
a couple years. Way. Well, that's why I say, well, next year we will be the most talked about consumer brand in North America, and we have some major surprises in January and February. Are going to blow. I mean, the paper industry doesn't even know what's coming. I know you're going to hear this because we're news, but you don't even know what's coming. I mean, we have
That's
got
what I'm
you.
excited
we have got
about.
you. And we're going to have some fun. And we are America's paper company, people with the paper. We're going to have some fun.
I'll pay
Yeah.
for purpose. Johnny, I want to
Right
thank you so
on.
very
Thank
much.
you,
Rob,
guys.
Chris,
Thank you so
Brian,
much.
everyone, Johnny. Woo! Mr. Rob, come on out here.
I'll tell you the next one, too.
Hey, bro.
What's up, brother?
Hi, nice to see you. All right. So tell everybody what you do.
What do? I connect people.
That's it.
I get to hear about deals, I get to hear about people's dreams, and then I get to help them become a reality.
And so when you heard about this from Scott, you've known him for a while.
Yeah?
Rob here, this particular person right here, this company wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Rob. Because about a year and a half ago, we were on another project, and I talked to Rob, and he says, we were working on something, he says, well, what would you like? We were both helping another company. He says, what would you want to start? And I told him this, and he says, he goes, really? He goes, I'll help you raise the money, but can you be here in St. Pete in 48 hours?
And he
said,
did.
sure. I said, I cranked a PowerPoint up just like that, met a couple people, he put me in front of a couple people right away, immediately said yes, wrote checks, got
Yes.
excited and said, let's make this happen, and that's why we're here today. Rob saw the vision first and brought it to St. Pete, and now we're here in your studio, our offices are down the street, and we're about to impact millions of people.
I feel incredibly personally honored. I will tell you, there's very few people on the planet like Scott.
I agree.
I've met a lot of people when it comes to business integrity and heart, and you're going to hear that a lot. And I don't think that's how corporate America runs. It doesn't run on its heart, sadly enough, but we do.
Yeah.
I know that's how I operate. I connected with you, and I want to thank you for all of that.
You know, one thing that's really cool, I realized that every single deal I've ever been involved with that I've helped someone, they've come to me. They've asked me to help them either put together a strategic plan or financial numbers, raise the money, whatever it is. This is the first deal that I heard about that I asked to be a part of. I asked Scott, let me help you. And
powerful.
I'm very blessed to be able to do that. We heard about some grandkids being born. I've got a grandbaby being born, my granddaughter Sienna, next month. And she's going to get to say, Papa Bobo help make that happen.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
really, really
What are the
cool.
projections for this company so my audience can hear that?
Projections. Well, we're keeping them very conservative, but we do believe that we'll reach several million people and plant well over 1 billion trees over the next 10 years.
You
How about
guys
that?
hear that? That's not how companies talk. They don't talk about the trees they're going to plant and the people they're going to help. And you, as a co-op owner, get a dividend from that amount of money. They always talk about some shareholder or something else, or helping people that are not you, not the consumer of the product.
Now, this is truly a relationship business, and I get to be here. I don't have to be here, I get to be here. And what an honor it is, really, truly.
Yeah,
Thanks, pal.
Thank you so
loving
much,
that.
brother. I
Okay.
appreciate you so much.
You are awesome. Thank
Thanks
you, my
you.
darling. I appreciate
Forbes,
it. Anything else that
thanks
you
for
want to
having
say
us.
to him? Just to embarrass him for a second. One more thing you just want to say right to him on camera in front of everybody.
I just want to say, as a guy that gets to hear a lot of stories and gets to work with a lot of people, I don't think I've ever been touched by the energy, the positivity, the let's make it happen, and the fun that you bring to the table. And the folks that you've brought in from all over the country this weekend, he keeps talking about let's create a culture. Well, we saw that culture this weekend. And again, thanks, pal, because it's such a thrill, a rush to be a part of this.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored.
Thank you, pal. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
And I will tell you, you being here live, you had a chance to be part of this culture, part of this community. We're going to bring up next.
Now we're going to bring up David Underhill. David, come
Where's
on
David?
up.
Come here.
David is a family friend from Kevin, so he brings all the way back to Kevin.
I know. You said you knew Kevin for how many years?
Yeah, here I am, the guy 40-some years ago.
From Detroit.
Yeah, from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and yeah, as you can see, I didn't have a tree around me today because,
So you've known Kevin for how long?
well, it's probably 42 years
By
now.
the way, if you missed the first part, we're talking about Kevin Harrington, one of the original sharks from Shark Tank, who is an early adopter of this product, one of my dear friends and partners in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
Well, my wife and I own a couple businesses. One, it's a design build company. We build outdoor living spaces. So we cut a lot of trees down that are in our way. But my wife and I also own a fitness studio.
Oh, wow.
It's a fitness studio of 150 or so women, okay? And one of the things that I really get irritated about is in a phone call, oh yeah, I gotta stop by, the Red Dot store and go get some paper towels and toilet paper. I mean, I'm talking not once, but, several times during the week to replenish.
Women, by the way, use 20% more paper products than men, so he has a bigger challenge.
Women use 20% more paper products than men. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So when Kevin and I were playing golf back last fall, all I heard was toilet paper. And I said, what's going on here, Kevin? I wanted to hear more.
By the way, have you ever heard Kevin, and we're talking about Kevin Harrington here, ever more excited about a product?
No. And I've seen Kevin in the beginning. Well, the blade, the old Ginsu knife. It was pretty exciting. That was his first.
That was also 35 years ago.
Yeah, right. That was pretty exciting. And we stayed up
That's
long.
maybe the George Foreman grill.
We stayed up in long hours and watching the numbers click, click, click on the sales.
By the way, those are products that grossed hundreds of millions of dollars, so Kevin has pretty good taste.
Exactly. So, when Kevin told me about the toilet paper, I just said, whatever it is, Kevin, you got to tell me about it. So that's all it took. I just said, wow, you get to plant a tree for every order. You're going to reforest instead of deforest. It's such a winner for everybody. And I've always dreamt about being in a difference-making type of business. And this has been my dream all my life, is how I can help the world and society and give back. So this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us in the United States to get involved, do the right thing, because it's just not about paper, okay? It's about doing the right thing.
That's right.
If you think about it, it's like, come on, people, let's stop throwing things down the drain, literally. Flushing things and money down the toilet. So, get on the phone, get with those people that turn you onto this,
and be a difference maker. And that's what this is all about.
Dude, give him a big round of applause. That is awesome.
I would say,
Thank you.
to his point, one of the most important things for people to get is we don't need to be the biggest in the world. It's not our goal. This particular company, we don't need to be the biggest in the world. That's not the point. And we're not interested in having to be the best in the world. That's also not our point. What we're trying to be is the best for the world. And that's going to be our distinction. This company is going to be the most trusted environmental paper company on earth, because we're going to be the best for the world. And if you resonate with that and you want to make a change, then change your brand. Seriously, come join us, tell a few people, and be the brand that changes the world. Not only just because of the products, because we change the culture of business. We get other business leaders to do something similar in whatever matters for them. We just need more businesses that decide to be proactive and create more prosumers. And that's why we believe this can be best for the world.
When you talked about, just 3 friends, but you're a business owner. What about us going to business owners and helping them to convert their whole entire buying process?
Yeah, we actually, right now we have the consumer program. We'll very shortly we'll roll out the commercial program for small business owners. We do have a small business package as well. So people, again, you can just sign up, get the person to send you a link, go there right now, sign up for free, look at the packages, and if they want more of the business pack, they can choose that. And we'll even have larger packages for businesses in the next couple of months. So it's coming soon.
That is awesome. I want to thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for coming
Thank
down.
you.
This was an honor.
Thank you, our brother.
Can you bring Tim up?
Yes.
All right, so where's Mr. Tim? Tim, I need you and your beautiful bride. Come on down here. Because we're almost coming to a close of our live stream right here. Coming to you from St. Petersburg in my studio, the Forbes Riley Studios. And we're launching tonight Better Planet Paper. Woo! Scoot over a little bit. All right, so tell, no, it's all right. You guys can both tell me how you know Scott.
Well,
You have to hold that.
Sure, it's interesting. Back a year and a half ago with Rob Crisp, Chris and I were probably the first 2 people that he introduced us to. And what's your story? You had, within 48 hours, you were here in St. Petersburg.
Yep.
And during that 48-hour period, you put your first PowerPoint together.
That's right.
And Forbes, it was an awesome PowerPoint.
Why? What was it that got you so excited?
Well, a couple things. Number one is Scott's energy. His energy, his knowledge, just the whole concept and philosophy behind it.
They were so passionate. I mean, they became one of our first investors, just one of the first people that said, hey, we're not just buying paper, we're buying into this business. This makes so much sense to us. We want to take this to all the people. They're from Northern California, and they recognize, there's a few people in California that might want to get something for free.
I tell people it's a simple philosophy. It's a simple concept, yet so profound. How could you not do it? How can you say no to any part of this?
Because we have a few more minutes. In your words, what is the concept? What is Better Planet Paper?
Well, plant a tree, grow a forest, and be a prosumer instead of a consumer, and just make a difference with the planet. And the business aspect of it, enroll 3 in yours is free. How can anybody say no to that? Just the whole platform is incredible.
And Christy's a mom. She
As a mom of twins,
Yes.
also.
Yes.
So it's just going to make so many lives so much easier. And
Now, what did you do before this? What world are you in?
real estate, urban planning.
And so when you heard about this, you're like,
This makes so much sense on so many different levels.
So in the same vein, I'm going to ask you to look at the camera and talk to another mom. And I know, but you're on the spot, girl, because here's the thing, this is not rehearsed, it's very much live. We are speaking from our heart, and when you do that, you don't need a script. You just know what you know.
Absolutely. Now, sign up. Whoever put you on this line on the call, sign up tonight. It will make your life so much easier. It comes to your home. You don't have to think about it, but what you can think about is you're making a difference in the environment, and every single order is making a difference for our kids. And hey, it's a great way to make some extra money. There's a business platform if you want to buy into that too, but on so many different levels it will reach so many different people.
How is this different from other opportunities that you've seen?
I mean, it's not just make some money, start a business. It's not just, hey, let's save some trees, or it's not just, we're going to make your life easier. So on so many different levels.
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, I'm just thinking, and it's just the realness of it, the genuineness of it. It's awesome to be a part of that. Also, the talent that Scott has surrounded himself with. You've seen many of the people today. A lot of the partners, aren't here today. and people that are going to be an instrumental part of the Better Planet Co-op and Better Planet Paper, the talent is amazing.
Thank you.
So,
Well,
thank you,
I'm
Scott.
impressed with the platform. I love, you guys are also so insanely passionate about this, and I mean that in a good way. But I'll tell you what, this is a culture that we're building. This is people who've jumped on board, early adopters are just going, wow, it's a no-brainer, and it's pretty darn exciting. So let me ask you a question. If you're sitting at home and you haven't gotten on the computer or on your phone, what are you waiting for? www.betterplanetpaper.com. Go to the link. You can just go there if you want to, or the person who invited you. Get signed up tonight. Why is it important to take action fast?
Well, but early's better. There's no reason to wait. And so I believe we're going to scale fast. I'm not quite as conservative as Scotty, but I do see large memberships. There's no reason for anybody to say no.
Wow.
I can't think of one reason.
So he's talking a billion trees. If you're not conservative, how many trees am I looking at? Come on, give me a number.
Forbes an awful lot.
Yeah.
Forest.
There you go.
Forest of trees.
All right, well, I want to give you guys both a round of applause.
Thank you.
Everybody, give a big round of applause. All right. You guys do this?
Yeah.
So as we're going to wind this down, I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank my entire studio audience for being here, all the co-op members, all the people involved. But I want to bring it back down to Scott for a minute, and what exactly is it that we're doing tonight? We are, and you are here, at the launch of a groundbreaking concept, company, culture, lifestyle, and something that's going to revolutionize the paper industry. Something you use every single day is going to be different because of this man. Why?
I think in life you have opportunities to make simple decisions that can have profound impacts. And I think millions of people are interested in doing things of significance. I mean, success is one thing, but being significant is another. And you have an opportunity to make a significant contribution to this world. Sometimes it's the simplest steps that have the most profound impact. The idea that change your brand and change your world is very, very real. It's not complicated. It's actually one of those I can do concepts. I can do it. You can do it. You can do it. She can do it. He can do it. Anyone can do it. It's a you can concept. And when you can and you should, when they meet, then you must. Think about it. When you can and you should, you must. You must change brands. You have to stop the insanity. You have to be willing to take a look at how we're impacting this planet. You have to take self-responsibility for your own environment, your own personal, your own household, your own neighborhood. And you can make a difference here. And so we believe we will be the most trusted environmental paper brand on earth because we're going to impact you. And you're going to impact some people, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to build a community. So this is a community-based company, and we want you to join our community. This company here, Better Planet Paper, we're going to outlove, we're going to outserve the competition. We are coming for you. We're coming to love and embrace your family. We are coming here to love and embrace this planet. We are a servant leader organization that stands for excellence. And so we're asking you, I'm asking you, as the founder of the company, to give us a try. Do it. Get started with us. Join it. Get 3 people. Just find 3. Each one, reach one. Each one, reach one. Teach one. Each one, reach one. You can do it. Join us. Better Planet Paper. What we believe, this is really paper with a purpose. It really is, Forbes.
I am so excited. I'm on a mission to change the world, and I got to tell you, you are one of my cheerleaders. You're one of my heroes. And when you hear someone talk about just business the way Scott does from his heart, I'd love it. You need to be part of this, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're not, you're missing out. You're missing out on making a difference. And then you're also missing out because you're destroying part of the planet. And what you just said kind of really got to me, that you can't keep doing what you're doing. I remember when we talked about car emissions, like back in the old days. You can't keep, we're in LA when the smog was so thick, you can't keep doing that. You got to make a change. And it takes people like Scott, myself, Kevin, and all the people you saw tonight to stand up and say, you know what, we're going to be counted. It matters, it makes a difference. And we're inviting you right now. Please just take the opportunity. You have nothing to lose, really nothing to lose. I've never said that before on television. It's free to sign up. If you're not signing up, then go on your merry way. La, 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 I don't want to talk to you. But if you are, seriously, if you're a human, you're listening and you care, turn to somebody that you love. If you're sitting there by yourself, guess what? You don't have to be by yourself. That's what I'm learning about co-ops. You can reach out and connect to people. You're not on this planet alone, so don't make that choice either. So for myself, everyone here in the studio, for Scott and Kevin Harrington, and all of our friends, we've got some major celebrities, major surprises coming your way. Please stay tuned. Please share this broadcast, share the message.
Yep.
We all have a way to do this on social media. You need to take action. I love it. It said be responsible, be committed, be connected.
Yeah, each one reach one. Each one reach one. Just each one reach one. You can do it.
So,
all right, folks, there you have it. Man, you know, just in closing, I know that the video went it went a little long, but it was really exciting, and so that made up for the length of the launch tonight. But you know, a couple of things I've heard: building a culture, sustainable products. Okay. Changing your brand and changing the world. This is a new paradigm in paper products. We're doing things that hasn't been done. This is absolutely powerful. But I'm closing out. Grab the link at the bottom of this video. Get signed up today, okay? All right, Better Planet. We're going to change the world. It's not just about success, but it's about significance. Bye now. Bye-bye now. God bless.